Maximum alert in the Capitol. Is Adam Peters ready to shake up the NFL with extreme violent signings? Warning, Jayden Daniels won't survive without talented weapons. Terry McLaurin is begging for help, and Tee Higgins, the Pro Bowler from Cincinnati escaping the Bengals, could be the man. Why pay for 1,100 yards and 10 TDs with Joe Burrow when he could play here with a QB hungry for glory? If Peters doesn't sign this 26-year-old beast, forget about the playoffs. But wait, there's more. How about Garrett Wilson, the explosive WR from the Jets fed up with Aaron Rodgers, alongside McLaurin? Double tornado! And if Deebo Samuel, the YAC nightmare from San Francisco, or DK Metcalf, the Titan from Seattle, come, turn off the lights, the NFC East shakes. And don't forget the defense. Quay Walker, the 100-tackle tank from Green Bay, could join Frankie Louvu to create a wall of flesh. And the offensive line? Andrew Wylie allowed 7 sacks and 38 pressures. Terminate his contract now. Bill Barnwell demands it. Jack Conklin, 3-time Pro Bowler, or a rookie like Joe Alt? Protecting Daniels is sacred. Commander Nation, decide. Will Peters spend the $90 million on 5 stars or bury Daniels in failure? Tee Higgins plus Garrett Wilson equals Super Bowl? Or will Andrew Wylie destroy the season? If you want to be the first to know what happens with our beloved Commanders, subscribe right now. Here, I tell you the truth without holding back. Attention, Commander Nation! I bring you the news everyone was waiting for. Jayden Daniels revolutionized the NFL. 3,568 yards as a rookie, breaking records. But what's going on, Commanders? Are you going to let him die here? Because I tell you, Terry McLaurin can't carry the entire aerial attack alone. Olamide Zakos, Noah Brown, Dynamite Brown, are we really going to trust those names to take us to the playoffs? I don't think so. And now, the bombshell. Jordan Dejani from CBS Sports said it, Washington must go after Tee Higgins. Yes, the Pro Bowler from Cincinnati. The guy who scored 10 touchdowns in just 12 games last year. Do you remember what he did in 2021 and 2022? More than 1,000 yards each season. Sure, injuries slowed him down, but that's the past. If the Bengals made it to the Super Bowl with him, why can't Washington? Now I ask you, what team in their right mind lets go of a 26-year-old receiver with 14 games of 100-plus yards and a promise of explosiveness? Higgins doesn't want to be in Cincinnati. He already asked to leave. Commanders have the CAP space. There's money. Are we going to let another team grab him? And don't talk to me about the current receivers. Chris Moore in his 10th year? Lawrence Cager? Mike Strachan? Really? Even Luke McCaffrey, Christian's brother, is a 2-year project. Terry can't be the only one. If Daniels wants to be the franchise, he needs a lethal duo. Higgins plus McLaurin equals records broken. Now, yes, the injuries. The risk exists. But in the NFL, all the greats take risks. Didn't Patrick Mahomes play injured? Didn't Travis Kelce overcome his physical issues? Higgins showed that when he's healthy, he's a monster. Besides, who doesn't want revenge on their former team? This guy would play with a chip on his shoulder. My conclusion? If Washington doesn't sign Tee Higgins, it's a crime. He's the missing piece to turn Daniels into a superstar and this team into champions. Invest in talent, not mediocre players. And now, I want your answers. Do you think Higgins deserves $1 million contract here? Or do you prefer to bet on the draft? Scandal in Washington. 5 moves that could take the Commanders to the Super Bowl. Commander Nation. Hold on, a tsunami of speculations is coming. Adam Peters has $90 million in CAP space, 7 draft picks, and a mission, turn US into champions. But what monumental moves will lead us to glory? I bring you the 5 bombs that must explode. 1. Garrett Wilson, the perfect complement for McLaurin? Talk about frustration. Wilson on the Jets is like a Ferrari in a parking lot. Tensions with Rodgers, zero chemistry. This guy has 1,100 yards in 2023 and is only 24 years old. Do you know what it means to put him next to Terry? Double nuclear threat for Jayden Daniels. Sure, it would cost a first round, but doesn't a rookie QB deserve luxury weapons? I say, offer whatever it takes. 2. Quay Walker, the tank that the defense needs. Problems against the run in the NFC Championship? Dan Quinn needs a monster. Walker, 100 tackles year after year, is brute, but raw in coverage? Quinn is the master of defensive hairs. If Green Bay lets him go, let's run T.O. sign him. For a third or fourth round, isn't it a steal? Frankie Louisville plus Walker equals nightmare for RBs. 3. Deebo Samuel, Peter's secret weapon. San Francisco connection. Peters knows Deebo, the man who in 2021 was a tornado. Sure, injuries are scary, but you know what I think? In Washington, with Daniels, he would be the king of YAC, yards after the catch. The 49ers need CAP space. We have it. A second round plus a player? Screen smash guaranteed. 4. Jack Conklin, the wall to protect Daniels. Listen up. Andrew Wylie can't do it anymore. And if Daniels gets injured due to poor protection, Jack Conklin, 3-time Pro Bowler, is for sale. Cleveland and CAP crisis. Let's take advantage. Sure, he's coming off a knee injury, but when he plays, he's a damn all-pro. A 5th round? Make the deal. Without a solid line, there's no Super Bowl. 5. DK Metcalf, the Titan we need. Imagine this. McLaurin and Metcalf together. More than 2 meters and 100 kilos of fire. Seattle is in chaos, and DK has a huge contract. But with $90 million, can Washington absorb it? Of course. We renegotiate, give him extra years, and done, the most physical WR duo in the NFL. A frenzy of blocks and runs? With Daniels, IT would be poetry. And now, my verdict. Adam Peters must be aggressive. Wilson or Metcalf must come. The defense needs Walker, the line needs Conklin. I must say, if they don't bring at least 2 of these names, they're playing with Daniels' future. And you, Commander Nation, what would you do? Renew the defense or attack the WR market? Metcalf or Wilson? Commander Nation, listen up. The offensive line is under scrutiny. Bill Barnwell from ESPN just dropped the bomb. Andrew Wylie, the right tackle, could be cut. What's going on here? Let's analyze it without mercy. First, the facts. Wylie is 30 years old, has been here for 2 seasons, and in 2024 was decent. Decent doesn't win Super Bowls. Protecting Jayden Daniels must be a priority. And you know what? Wylie allowed 38 pressures and 7 sacks last season. That's not decent, that's a risk. Are we really going to trust him to shield our franchise? I tell you no. But watch out, it's not all black and white. Barnwell says the savings would be $7.8 million. But that money could be used to bring in a Titan like Jack Conklin. Or do you prefer a rookie in the draft? The 2025 class of tackles is deep. Joe Alt, Olu Fashanu. Names that can change the game? Of course. Now, I ask you, what matters more? Loyalty to a player from the previous administration or the future of Daniels? Wylie was signed by Ron Rivera, not by this regime. Adam Peters has no ties. If the line was a disaster in the NFC Championship, why not act? But wait! What if they keep him as a swing tackle? $7.8 million is a luxury for a reserve. With that money, we could sign a star safety or a receiver. There's no time for sentimentalism. And don't forget, Wylie is 30 years old. His best football is behind him. If they cut him now, at least they get some flexibility. If they wait until 2026, he leaves for free and they gain nothing. My verdict, cut him now. Invest that money in an elite tackle or a hungry rookie. Protecting Daniels is non-negotiable. If they don't move the line, 2025 will be another year of broken dreams. And now, I want your opinions. Would you cut Wylie and take the risk, or give him one last chance to redeem himself? Commander Nation, you have the floor. Does Tee Higgins really deserve $1 million contract in Washington, or would it be better to risk the draft for young talent? This is a mandatory debate. Do you prefer to invest in experience or in the future? Let's talk about defense versus receivers. Would you renew key veterans or bet everything on signing DK Metcalf or Garrett Wilson to give Jayden Daniels explosive weapons? What do you prioritize, defense or offense? And the controversial dilemma, Andrew Wylie. Would you cut the title but a regular tackle to look for new faces, or give him one last chance to redeem himself? It's time to decide. Comment your answers below, and don't forget to subscribe to be part of this family. Every like, comment, and subscription forges the soul of this channel. Turn on the bell and join the most passionate nation in the NFL.